Sorry, I'm eating, as you can see. In today's episode, I am making two things that I love from either of these restaurants. One, the fries are inspired by Greek fries from Simple Greek, and the lamb burger is inspired by a lamb burger that I had at Harlem Tavern in Harlem, New York. So first, I'm going to start off by washing a cucumber, slicing it, put it in a Tupperware, because I am making my own homemade pickles. So I'm going to use some pickling spice, Himalayan salt, a staple of mine. That's what makes me Chef Ref. Some dill weed. I wanted to use red wine vinegar, but we didn't have any, so this is apple cider vinegar. And stir it around. And I'm going to let it come together and let it sit in the refrigerator. And I'm going to make some tzatziki sauce, starting with some Greek yogurt, whole milk Greek yogurt, some olive oil, some Himalayan salt, just a little bit. I'm going to cut a lemon in half, and as I've done before, I put the lemon in the microwave to let the juices flow, so I can get all the juices I can out of that lemon. Then I'm going to take another cucumber and cut it in half, because I'm going to take the skin of the cucumber and grate it into the mixture for the tzatziki sauce. There are so many ways to make tzatziki sauce. This is just the way I make it. Make sure I got all the skin off that one half of the cucumber. I'm getting it into the mixture. Stir it around. I'm going to taste it. Not quite there. Not tangy enough for me. So, what do? Add more lemon juice. Add some Himalayan salt. Taste a little bit. Just right. Then I'm going to add some goat cheese into it. Some use feta cheese, but feta is a dairy product. My grandmother can only eat dairy products in moderation, so I'm using goat cheese as a substitute in case she wants to use some. And the goat cheese will come up again in this recipe or in this meal. Mint leaves, pick those off of their stems using the pretty ones, pretty green ones, which would probably have the most flavor. Putting those in a food processor, food chopper, and chopping it up. Now I'm going to check the consistency of it, see if it's to where I want it, and it's not. So give it another go around. It's to the consistency I want. So I'm going to use a Tupperware and put that in there. I'm making like a mint pesto, but I didn't use the oil this time around, but I'm not done. Get some more leaves. Putting it in the food processor. Now putting some olive oil in it. And just a little bit, Himalayan salt. Got to use salt in all components, but not a lot in every component. A little in every component. Let that combine in the food processor. You can also use a blender if you don't have a food processor. Food chopper. Not quite the consistency I wanted. And I want some more mint leaves. Put in some more olive oil. So I'm going to put that also in the first round of leaves that I chopped up. Combining those together. Then here's the goat cheese again. Combining that together. Just right. It tastes so good. I didn't think I had enough of the mixture, so I did yet another batch of leaves. Okay, add that to the mixture. The mint pesto and goat cheese mixture, that is. Adding some more goat cheese. Combine that together. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna put the top on it, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit, and we'll be back for the next part. Do you want the young child in your life to learn their ABCs in a unique way? Do you want them to learn about themselves, their family history, and at the same time help them build a positive self-esteem? Well, a personalized ABC About Me book is the product for you. And this personalized book for the little one in your life, each letter of the alphabet is used to help the child learn the names of the important people in their life, places associated with them, and is used as a positive adjective to help the child develop a positive vocabulary about themselves and the people in their lives. The letters are paired with pictures for image association and people recognition. The first step to ordering the book is to fill out a form with the child's name, birth date, and birthplace. Then either by yourself or with the help of the creator of ABC About Me, Rashawn E. Forrest, yours truly, will come up with those adjectives, names of relatives, and places associated with the child. The pictures that appear in the book can come from the parent or other family members. Or a photo shoot at my studio, Life in the Daylight Studios, can be done of your little special one with props. You and I will come up with the theme and color scheme for the book. If you would like more information about ordering the child in your life a personalized ABC About Me book, please email abcaboutme@gmail.com. With ABC About Me, building a child's self-esteem and identity is easy. Now for the potatoes, or the fries. Put some oil, canola oil, in the Fry Daddy. If you don't have a Fry Daddy, you can use whatever you use to fry your food in. Use whatever oil you want to use, that you use to fry. My red potatoes, you know, I'm a red potato girl. I have to have potatoes. They have to be red. I prefer them to be red. So I'm going to rinse those off. I'm going to cut them into wedges. Trying to keep them the same size so they all cook around the same time and cook evenly. So I put them in the oil and let them fry for about 10 minutes. And I'm taking them out and putting them in or on a towel to drain the excess oil off. Don't want to eat all oil. I want to taste my fries. And now onto the burger. So in a cast iron skillet, melting some butter for my patties. And I'm using a lamb. I'm making a lamb burger. But I made two patties out of 1/2 of a pound of ground lamb, because between those two patties, I'm going to put my mint pesto and goat cheese mixture. Now that's one thing I don't think that Harlem Tavern did. But I'm doing it because I'm Chef Ref. And lamb is a very lean meat. It doesn't have a lot of fat in it. So to give it more fat, give it more juice, make it more juicy so it won't be dry like cardboard. I've never eaten cardboard, so I don't know if it's dry, but it looks like it's dry. But I don't want my burger to be like that. So I'm adding more moisture by putting the goat cheese and pesto and mint pesto mixture. Washing my hands from touching the meat. Now on to the wedges or the fries. They finished draining. So I'm going to start to put those together. Dress those up. Some more Himalayan pink salt. Just a little bit. Back to my burger. And I'm using my grill seasoning. The Eating at Home with Chef Ref grill seasoning. The first time I'm using it. Y'all need to put your orders in for your Eating at Home with Chef Ref grill seasoning. I forgot to season it before I put it in. So not too late. Put it in, take it in after. On the one side that's not down on the pan or on the skillet. Back to the fries. Adding some oregano leaves. This is how Simple Greek makes theirs. They use salt, they use oregano leaves, and they use red wine vinegar. But again, I don't have red wine vinegar, so I use the apple cider vinegar. And shake that together. But I'm not quite done with the fries. But back to the burger. Flip it to the other side. I did the first side for about 4 minutes. I'm going to let the other side go for just as long. And I'm going to season the side that was down first. Yes, it's already cooked, but hey. And it's so fragrant. It bloomed in the heat. And it smells so good. Get your Eating at Home with Chef Ref seasoning, y'all. And I'm doing that dance because the fries taste just like the fries that I get from Simple Greek. But it's still missing one more thing. So I covered the burger with the top so the steam can get into the center between the two patties to make sure the whole burger is cooked through. Pushing it down, making sure all the pieces come together. Don't want it to fall apart. Covering it a little bit more so it can cook a little more. And we will be back. Daylight Candles is a company where the candles are made to the preference of the customer. All candles are made with soy wax and are between 5 to 8 ounces. There are a few ways you can choose your candle. You can choose your own personal oil and or color, or you can choose a candle from one of our many candle lines. One of our candle lines is the Daylight of Autumn, featuring scents like Apple Harvest, Caramel Popcorn, Red Hot Cinnamon, Hot Apple Pie, Cinnamon Stick, Macintosh Apple, and everyone's favorite Toasted Pumpkin Spice. A portion of the proceeds for the candles that are sold for charity are given to organizations that are near and dear to the company. The Daylight Hale line features scents that you would smell if you were to visit the beach. Seesaw and Orchid, Plumeria, Hibiscus Palm, Beach Linen, Ocean Breeze, and Ocean Rose. Daylight Royalty features our CEO's 2 favorite scents. One candle is called Queen, and it is infused with the scent inspired by Bath & Body Works' Mad About You fragrance. There's also Palace, and it is infused with magnolia and peony oil. Daylight Candles, igniting your life with fragrance and shining through the darkness. Now for the assembly. Using a brioche bun, taking the bottom part of the brioche bun and putting the tzatziki sauce on the bottom, lather it up from edge to edge. So good. Taking that juicy lamb burger, putting that down. It tastes so good. The seasoning on it tastes so good. Get your Eating at Home with Chef Ref grill seasoning. It's grill seasoning, y'all. People out here grilling, use your grill seasoning from me, Chef Ref. Don't get it out here in the store. Get it from me. It's good. Then we're taking the goat cheese and mint pesto mixture, which Harlem Tavern did. They put it on the top of the burger. I'm putting some lettuce on top. I used romaine lettuce. Taking a little bite. I hadn't eaten all day, so I was just taking a little snack while preparing it. There's a tomato. And I know a lot of people don't like tomato. You don't have to use tomato. I know a lot of people don't use pickle, but I'm going to use a pickle. I'm going to use my homemade pickles. And they were good, just like I like them. Nice and tangy. Up. Have to pick that back up. Make sure it don't fall again. I added 5 pickle chips, homemade pickle chips. And then I'm going to take the top bun and put tzatziki sauce on that side as well. And put it on the top, squish it down, squish it down. And to top off and to finish off the Greek fries, Chef Ref's Greek fries, I'm going to top it with goat cheese. Simple Greek uses feta cheese. In case Grandma wanted to taste some, I use goat cheese, so she can. It's so good. Now to top off the whole meal, to bring it together, I had also at Harlem Tavern, I had what was called a Mango Madness. It was a mocktail. And to start off, to make the mocktail, use some ginger beer. I can get it open. I found a bottle opener. Oh, the top dropped to the floor. Oh well, I'll get it later. Filled my glass up about halfway. Took a lime, cut that in half. Squeezed the lime into my cup with the ginger beer. Use some more mint leaves. And use some mango nectar. It's called a Mango Madness. So, gotta use mango somewhere. And fill the cup up the rest of the way. Stir it around. I didn't have a spoon readily near me, so I used the back of the fork. And take a lime slice and put it on the cup to make it look pretty. And this is the meal put together. Now let's dig in. It's good. This is the second time I made it. That ginger beer was spicy, but it was still good. Try the Greek fries. They're good. Y'all know when I dance, it's good. Now let's see how we can get this burger into my... Gotta unlock my jaw. See all the juices. It's good. Oh, you got some white stuff on your ref, Chef Ref. Don't worry, I'll clean it off. Take another bite. Got some more white stuff around your mouth. Chef Ref, wipe it off. Just thinking about how good it is. Another swig of my Mango Madness. Why am I still narrating? Take it away, Chef Ref.
I did a good job. This is good. Now this is what I want to get to. I want to get to a point where all the food that I like to eat out, I can make at home. Then I don't have to go out and spend my money at the I have to spend it at the grocery stores to get the ingredients. But I don't have to spend it at these different places if I don't feel like cooking it. Or if the places are not readily available to me, not in my city. If I have a taste for what I can't get in the city that I live at the moment, I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me see if I can replicate that. And now I know I can do it because I did it with this. It is so good. I want to get back to eating because I haven't eaten all day. This is like, no, I ate earlier today, but like a full complete meal. This is it. Got my carbs, got my protein, got my vegetables, and got my fruit. Rashawn, where's your fruit? Chef Fresh, where's your fruit? And my mango nectar, but also in the tomato and my homemade pickles. Yes, cucumbers are fruit. Anything with a seed is a fruit. Bet you didn't know that. Learn something new. Like I said, I'm going to get back to eating this delicious food. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.